I had the joy and the blessing of being on a committee that didn't have any controversy. There weren't very many committees like that, but it was the Church Growth, Christian Education, and Presbyterian Investment and Loan Program, which was kind of tacked on to the ending. But everybody wants the church to grow, so we had some wonderful, amazing conversations, had a great group of people. And we got to look at something the denomination's doing called Growing the Church Deep and Wide. And they put together maybe 6 or 7 DVDs that we were able to see, and then later we were able to share them with the plenary, and they are really amazing. And I encourage you to go onto the website. I think you can download them or you can order those DVDs, and we're going to be showing some of those to you, hopefully, in the presbyteries to come over the next year, so you'll get to see them for yourself. They're really short, only about 5 minutes, but really inspire us all to think about what it means to share the message of the good news of Jesus Christ with those around us, and not to be afraid of the word evangelism as we do so. My committee got to deal with a number of different things. One of the things we got to do was see the new youth vision statement that the task force appointed at the last GA put together. And in that vision statement, along with the vision statement, there are a number of best practices that churches all around the nation have been doing. So if your church is interested in youth ministry, I hope you are, this would be a great place to find, again, on our website and look at those best practices and get your ideas flowing for your youth ministry. We talked about the lack of Hispanic leadership in our seminaries. We have 10 seminaries, and if you look at the population in our racial ethnic congregations, the population of African Americans in our nation compared to the leadership is about equal. Korean in our nation, there are more leaders in our seminaries than percentage-wise, but Hispanic leadership in our seminaries is way, way, way below percentage of the population. And so we did approve a conversation about how we can work to help make a difference in that area as well. And we looked at why we haven't met our goals for growing our racial, ethnic, and new immigrant churches. We had a goal to get to 20% by this year. That was set back in the mid to late 90s, and we're only at 8% in our growth. So again, to look at why that growth isn't happening. And what's interesting is the racial ethnic churches are the ones that are growing and are the ones that aren't declining, but they're not growing the way that we had hoped for them to. So we're going to be looking at that as well. I want to give a shout out to Ron, too, for all your leadership, Ron, and for your presence at the assembly and all the good things that happened there for you and for the hard work that you've done. And also to our leadership from this presbytery, Sam and Lemuel and Alfredo and Diana, and I'm sure others too were there, and some of the rest of you came to observe. So we had a really strong presence at the assembly, and I was very proud to be a part of this group and get to know them better, and to bring back these words to you all as well.